What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Offgridskater channel. Today, we're in Portland, Oregon. We're going to meet up with an old friend of mine, Frank Faria. I first knew him back when he was running the family ranch and dairy farm down in California, throwing barn ramp sessions that became legendary. Life's taken him a long way since then, and now he and his wife have built a tiny home on a compound right in the city. We're going to stop by, catch up, and see how he's making it work in the middle of Portland, a city that's been feeling more and more run down these days. But this episode isn't just about being in the city. After reconnecting, we're going to load up and head east, straight into Hood River. Out there, we'll find a DIY, skate one of Oregon's best skate parks tucked into the trees, and of course, see what kind of adventure unfolds. Old friends, tiny home living, and a Northwest skate mission. This is what it's all about. Let's go. The Pacific Northwest has a rhythm all of its own. Clouds drifting low, forest pressing in, rivers running cold and fast. Every mile feels like a reminder that the wilderness will always outlast the city. Out here, the gray skies aren't heavy. They're alive, moving, breathing, opening a path forward. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Offgridskater YouTube channel. Today we have a very special episode. We are in Portland, Oregon, and we're going to meet up with a really good old friend of mine. Good morning. How are you?
Pretty cool, huh?
We're going to meet up with my good friend Frank Faria, and he's going to give a quick little tour of his little tiny home and his little compound that he's staying at. And then we're going to go to Hood River and search out off-grid skate spots. There's a skate park, of course, the Hood River skate park. There's some DIY, and then we're going to shred. Also, you may notice that the image quality is much better than normal. I just picked up a new rig, and I'm learning as I go. So this may not be perfect, but I'm going to make it the best that I can. So let's meet up with Frank. What's up, Frank?
Welcome. Come on in, Jimmy. Good to see you.
Yeah, man. So right there, you'll see that's my truck and trailer. They were nice enough to let me pull in, and I'm backed up right next to Frank's tiny home. Should we go take a look at your tiny home?
Yeah, let's go.
All right. So what's the story behind this?
We were in California for a few years, kind of during the pandemic.
Right.
And unfortunately, our family business ended, the dairy farm, and we ended up selling pretty much everything, cows, property, and so my wife Layla and I were building the tiny home. We decided to come back to Portland because it's the one place in the world we can live and work and be happy.
Right.
So with this whole situation, we found Stephanie and Raul this space available for rent. So we contacted them.
So you built this, though?
Yes.
Okay, what are the specs on it, real quick?
The specs are it's 8.5 wide, 36 feet long, and 13.6 high. The floor to ceiling space is 10 feet, and yeah, basically I went with metal siding. We insulated it from the outside of the walls, so normally when you insulate a tiny home, your insulation goes in between the studs, but you lose that R value. The stud doesn't count as insulation, so the way we did it, we wanted to maximize the R value by insulating it with rigid foam on the outside. The outside, the roof, and the floor is all insulated, so it's like putting on a big jacket, you know. So we're trying to make it as efficient as possible. We do lose a little heat, that's Bob, because of the garage door. But it was nice to have that, you know, we wanted to allow lots of light to come in.
So you and your wife, Layla designed it, right?
Layla did most of the design work, yeah.
Nice, cool. So I've known Frank for about 10 years, and the way that I originally met him was he grew up on a dairy farm, right?
A ranch and dairy farm, yeah.
And he used to do this event in a barn. He had a barn bowl ramp, and the event was called Raise Hell, and it was a very legendary event for people in Northern California. If you are from Northern California, between what years?
I think the first one was 2000, I want to say it was 2006 to 2012.
It was an amazing event. I met him there. We ended up staying in touch. Then I met him again at Deathmatch after I had traveled to Central America and back in Austin, Texas, and we stayed in touch, and he eventually started a skate company called Skateboarders, which he was nice enough to put me on, and it was a big inspiration for my skating. I'm gonna eventually put out some videos that kind of explain that era and really been a good friend to me in a lot of ways, and I'm very grateful to know you and appreciate it.
So there's a saying, a carpenter's house is never finished, and that's so true with this. There's still a lot that we want to do. There's some unfinished cabinetry going on, which will eventually be like a staircase, but for the most part, you know, we've made it our, you know, our home.
It's got a lot of space, man.
Yeah.
The one thing I noticed too is it's kind of like, I know you built it on your dairy or on the ranch, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it kind of has like this ranch sort of dairy feel. I like the way you were explaining how the insulation's on the outside, so you were able to have this exposed.
Yeah. This is shiplap. You can still see a lot of fly shit from the dairy farm. Yeah, so the cabinetry, like I built all of this, like welded all this together.
Oh, you did? Wow.
Butcher block, that's just an easy.
This toy.
Like furniture goes, Layla is really into, what is it called? Mid-century modern?
You have he has a bathroom back there with a bedroom and a loft.
Yeah. You know, obviously kitchen, common area. Up here is Layla's studio. This is where she does all of her artwork.
Oh, wow.
It was a garage door that we got for free from a friend, and we decided to include it in the design. And having a big door like this that opens up makes the space not feel so cramped.
Yeah.
So that was the idea behind that. Hello, world.
Thank you, Frank.
What are you thinking?
Yeah, let's do it.
We're gonna go skateboarding. Hood River.
Well, how do you feel about going on the off-grid session?
Well, it's been a while, Jimmy. It's been a while. We'll see what happens.
All right.
Still, I think I got my skate legs still. So.
Nice. Okay.
You want to check out the sauna real quick?
Sure.
This whole property, most of the stuff was built out, but like with Raul and Stephanie, you know, adding the dome, they were nice enough to let me build a shed back there. I built this whole garden area, and then, you know, just a stock tank for cold plunge. And then this is my sauna that I built.
Oh.
It's a little tiny, but that's how I like it.
Yeah, that's nice.
It definitely gets hot, so that's kind of the main point. So we have our tiny house neighbors too. Raul and Stephanie have their daughter Ina. There's 3 dogs on the property, and then we're surrounded by all these other dogs too, so it gets a little loud around here sometimes.
It's a little community, right?
Yeah, if you want to check out this RV.
Yeah, let's check out that old school RV.
So if you are traveling to Portland and you want to stay in a cool yard, either set up a tent or bring your RV, or if you know anything about hip camp, that's what we do here too. So with the RV, it was all original, and they asked me to remodel it on the inside. So that meant gutting everything out and then trying to make something new with it. So let's
check it out. I'm gonna get oh, no one in there. Let me just check it. Get that Apollo 300 DB.
Yeah, so basically new floors, new siding, some cabinetry, some beds, just making it, you know, cozy.
So this is up on Hip Camp. If anybody comes to Portland, they'll maybe stay here.
Yeah.
Nice.
Fridge, bathroom. Looks like somebody might have been in here recently.
All right, maybe we'll get a video of this. This is cool. So underneath this amazing apple tree, let's see if can you make it through the ring first try.
From here, though.
This is a game I came up with yesterday. Oh, first try, Frankie. All right, so this is
my shed. I have a lot of tools.
Skateboards.
This is what we were looking for. These 2.
That's an old Dieta board. It's funny to even say it's old now.
Well, it is, but this is probably the only Dieta board that's out there.
No, I have some.
This is my buddy Oscar Goldman. He's a hip hop artist, skateboarder, kind of legendary guy from Sonora.
Sick.
And he came through town and he was selling merch, and so I had to buy one of his boards.
Nice. I gotta get you on a board too.
All right, skateboarding time. Yeah, watch out.
I ain't never known nothing but your trouble. Well, your trouble and your hate and scorn.
Portland has its weight. Blocked lines with tents, faces lost in despair, a city grid that feels like it's collapsing under its own dysfunction. It's hard not to see the sadness, the brokenness, the way people slip through the cracks. But then the highway pulls you out. The streets give way to green. The forest rises like a breath of fresh air. Pines, moss, and rain wash away the city's heaviness. The road becomes more than asphalt. It's freedom. It's a reminder that beyond the grid, there's always life, and there's always a way forward. Okay, we just made it to Hood River. We tried to go to the skate park first, but they were having some kind of like competition there. So we came to this DIY. Yeah, look at this thing. You got something for that?
It was a thundering and a thundering and lightning on the day that October was your phone. I ain't never known nothing but your trouble. Well, your trouble and your hate and scorn. My daddy died in a train wreck. My mama, she was born to lose. My natural born name is Trouble. My middle name is the Blue. My middle name is the I see the corner light shining from your windows of your $300,000 homes. Well, I ain't got no home, for the blues were meant to roam. Oh yeah, the blues were meant to roam. It was a thundering and a thundering and lightning on the day that October was born. I ain't never known nothing but the trouble. Well, your trouble and your hate and scorn. My daddy died in a train wreck. My mama, she was a bone to lose. My middle name is not your bone trouble. My last name is the Blue. My last name is the Blue. It was a thundering and a thundering and lightning on the day that October was your phone. I ain't never known nothing but your trouble. Well, your trouble and your hate and scorn. My daddy died in a train wreck. My mama, she was born to lose. My natural born name is Trouble. My middle name is the Blue. My middle name is the Blue. I see the corner light shine.
right, so we made it to the infamous Hood River. Got this guy shredding it right now. How's it going? It's like one of my favorite parks in Oregon. Oh my God. Dang, dude. You all right?
Oh yeah.
All the coping's gone from the doorway. Oh, really? Dang. Yeah, Frank. Do you know when Hood River was built? Nice. Sick. I'm Jimmy, by the way.
Josh.
Nice to meet you,
man.
There goes the board.
It's on its own adventure.
That was crazy.
My man.
It's a real nice rock over.
Oh, I know. I know.
You're gonna tear it up?
I don't know. It's hard to tear up stone.
True. Very true.
Are you from Hood River?
Nope.
Where are you from?
Grew up in the Midwest. Moved out here 8 years ago. It's killer.
Nice.
Snowboarding,
Nice.
skating, everything.
Where are you from, though, in the Midwest?
Midwest Indiana, Crown Point, Indiana. Small town.
Sick, man. What's your name?
Kyle.
Yours, man?
Jimmy.
Jimmy, nice to
Nice to meet you, man. Yeah. Yeah! Let's go with what we got. Jesus. Careful, buddy. Wow. Jeez, my man. Oh. All right, well, that's a wrap on Hood River session, skate with my homie Frank. Man, I love this place. It's such an awesome atmosphere in the trees, my kind of skate park. I was able to accomplish volleying off this tree not once, but twice as a throwback to when I did it in my early 30s. Next week I turn 40 and I'm gonna be in Alaska, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, I just kind of as a homage to myself to see if I still got it in me, and we're good. A little sore, but gonna keep on moving. After this, we're gonna go just kind of keep it mellow, maybe like see some nature on our way back to Portland. And just so you can see the top of this, there's like a weird gap that you have to somehow make it over. See?
Them biscuits on the table, just as hard as any rock boy. Never try to swallow one. You break the context hard. Gotta live my sister. I'm on the road.
Well, that concludes this episode. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next episode. Off grid. Look at the cooler. Did you see all the raspberries over here too?
I did.
Ooh, amazing raspberry patch right here. Look. Got some blackberries. You want some? They're really good. Dude, they're like really good. Skateboarding has always been about more than just tricks. It's about escape, connection, and carving your own path when the world feels too heavy. From the tiny homes to the DIY spots, from broken streets to riverside parks, there's beauty in building something new. No matter how dark the city gets, the road is always there, leading toward the light, friendship, and freedom.